about a mile. Doggone it, he's out, I tell you. Why, Berra had him cold. You saw that play? He had him cold, didn't he? Doggone it anyway. What's the matter with these umpires today? Why, the...
Hey, wait a minute, Pop. You called a few in your day. Ought to know as well as anyone that you can't please everybody when you call them. Yeah, that's right.
I guess I've had as many famous people mad at me as anybody. Mickey Cochrane, Grove, Lefty Gomez, Dickie, Ruth, Fox. Names that every American kid knows as well as his own. Yep, at one time or another, every one of those guys wanted my hide for something either too high or too low, wide or inside. Yeah, it's a great game. It's funny how much a little ball like this can mean to 150 million Americans. But there's a world of hope and disappointment wrapped up in every hunk of bleached horsehide. No wonder the kids come pouring into the training camps, eating it up when somebody like Farrell gives out without a pitch. And you can't blame them for wanting to be someone like Dizzy Dean, a great pitcher in his day, or a great catcher like Cochrane or Perkins. Because when the chips are down, it's your battery that counts in a ball game. You know, a baseball diamond covers a lot of territory. But most games are won and lost in an area no longer than your backyard and no wider than your front wall. Why? Well, from Frisco to Jersey, from Dallas to Duluth, that's the biggest little street in the world. That's Pitcher's Lane. What happens in there means you're in or you're out of the pennant race. Your pitchers and catchers are the backbone of your team. It's your battery that counts. Pitchers like Carl Hubbell, with that whip of an arm that won better than 20 games a year for 5 consecutive years. And there was Lefty Grove, who always had that high, hard one in the clutch. And the one and only Gomez, always good for a laugh after the game, but strictly business on the mound. And the receiving end of the battery, men like Bill Dickey and Black Mike, the great Cochrane who had a brilliant career with Philadelphia and then led the Tigers to 2 pennants and a world's championship. No wonder his old boss, like every other manager, is still praying for another Cochrane, a 30-game winner. I tell you, it's still pitcher to catcher for pennants to champs. Sure, you need the sliding pit, because that one extra base can mean the ball game. And you need the hitting and the fielding, because they still pay off on runs. You need the sluggers like Fox and Gehrig and Greenberg. You need the kind of pitching and the kind of catching that got Vandermeer those 2 consecutive no-hitters. I don't know how it looks from way up there in the stands, but from where I saw it, it's the battery that pays up the mortgage on the ballpark. Yep, if you're ever going to cop the flag, you're going to have a great battery. That's what it takes. Men like Matheson and Bresnahan, Johnson and Street, Alexander and Killefer, Ruth and Wingo, Grove and Grove and Cochrane, Gomez and Dickey, Dean and O'Farrell. Now, maybe you're wondering how I'd pick the number 1 battery. Well, I'll tell you. And nobody's ever going to argue about this decision. For my dough, the greatest battery of all time is Delco.
Delco? Delco, the nation's #1 battery.